Hey guys, today's a beautiful day, 50 degrees. The roads are clear. That's all I need to get me out here riding on my bike. Today, I wanted to talk about people that dissuade you from getting a motorcycle. And I'll discuss that in a little bit. Right now, I'm gonna go for a little ride. Hey guys, today I want to talk about something that really pisses me off. Is that people that give the bullshit excuse that they can't ride a motorcycle because they have a family, they have a wife and kids, you know, or they have a husband and kids, and they don't want to leave their kids without a father or a mother. And that is the most bullshit excuse I think I've ever heard, and I hear it a lot. And now I know motorcycling gets a bad rap, you know, that it's highly dangerous. Now it is going to be, you know, a little bit more dangerous than riding a car, but it's not as dangerous that people make it out to be. And I think squids are the ones that give it a bad name. These young kids and kids, you know, guys in their early 20s that don't like to wear gear, they want to do pop wheelies on the street, on public roads. They want to race each other on public roads and doing stupid shit like that without any gear. These are the cats that are getting killed out there on their motorcycle. Not saying it's only squids, but probably the bulk of them are probably the ones that are doing dangerous shit on public roads instead of taking it to the track, you know. So, you know, motorcycling, as long as you're a cautious rider, you know, you're a skillful rider, you'll be okay. You know, now there are ways to lessen your risk on a motorcycle. Number one, stop that weaving shit in and out of traffic. That shit is dangerous, man. I know it's against the law in a lot of states, but in the states that have it, don't do it. Are you crazy? You know? I forgot the term they use for weaving in and out of cars, you know, on their motorcycle. Definitely stop doing that shit. You don't want to do that. Another thing that'll help keep you safe is when you're on the highway or on public, you know, on like this road here, you want to stay closer to the right side of the road, you know, just off center to the right. You know, you don't want to be hanging out here by the double line here, because a lot of times cars can, well, you know, not paying attention. Maybe they're on the phone or texting or some other bullshit, and they'll sway into your lane. So what I do is I stay over here closer to the right side of the road. You know, if I'm on the highway, I stay in the far right lane closest to the shoulder, or whatever they call that, the bailout area to the right. Because that way, if anything happens, at least you have a bailout area to the right. As where if you're in the middle of traffic on the highway, in the middle lane or the far left lane, if something happens, man, it's more likely that you're probably going to get nailed by another car if something happens. Is where if you're in the far right lane, you can bail out to the right. But and also at night, you want to wear high-vis gear. You know, the main thing on a motorcycle is you want to be visible. You want to make sure that the cagers, which are cars, you know, we motorcyclists refer to cars as cagers, to make sure that they see you, make sure that you're visible. You know, and also what I do is when I ever make a turn, when I'm getting ready to make a lane change, I don't just rely on the turn signals on my bike. You know, I'll do a hand signal. I'll throw my hand out, you know, my arm out to the left or to the right, just to let the cars know that I'm making a turn and I'm going to make my lane change, and make sure that that there's no cars in front of you or back of you when you're making your lane change. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do to reduce your risk on a motorcycle, you know. And like I said before in my previous videos, go ride out in the country, you know, where there's a lot less traffic, because the more traffic you're in, you know, the higher chances there are for some asshole car to, you know, to cause problem for you. So, but don't get in that that mode, you know, giving these bullshit excuses to people talking about that you can't ride a motorcycle because you got kids and all that shit, man. Shit, most of the people I know that ride a motorcycle have kids and a family, man. One dude that I used to work with, he'd been riding for like 40 years, man. He never even dropped his bike. He had kids. I mean, I hate hearing that. It's just, it kind of pisses me off. It's like, dude, be a fucking man and get a motorcycle if you want a motorcycle, man. Don't let people dissuade you. You know, that's one reason why I didn't ride a motorcycle for a long time. Well, the first reason was because I couldn't afford it, you know, when I was in my early 20s and when I was a teenager, because, you know, if you're under 25, you pay a shitload more for insurance. You know, on my car, when I lived in Florida, when I was under 25, I was paying like $2,000 a year. And actually, motorcycles are a lot cheaper back then, now that I think about it. I wanted a CBR 600, I think it's an F3, they were called back then. And that sucker was only like $7,000, brand new. But I was very close to getting one, but I just couldn't see myself paying all that insurance for the bike. Even though I was going to pay cash for it, I guess I didn't have to get full coverage on the bike. Well, you want full coverage, so in case your bikes get, you know, you don't want your bike to get stolen. But yeah, I just, I hate hearing that excuse, man. And just get you a motorcycle. Do it, you know. You'll enjoy it. Just be smart about it. You know, take the MSF class and start out on a 250. You know, I've mentioned in other videos that you can start out on a 600 out of the MSF class if you felt comfortable. But that, you know, the experts will tell you to start out on a 250. However, you know, you got some renegades out there like me that, you know, say fuck what everybody says and do what you want to do. But you'll probably be safe on the 600 as long as you're a safe rider, you know, and you're cautious. You'll be all right starting out on the 600 out of the MSF class. Not now, if you don't take the MSF class, definitely get the 250. But like I said, the experts will tell you start out on a 250 no matter what. You know, out of the MSF class, ride it for at least a good 6 months or so, and build your skill set up. Then move up to a bigger bike. But yeah, that's really all I had to talk about. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent there. But stop the excuses. I want to hear no more excuses, man. Get the motorcycle. That's all I really have to talk about today, guys. So, hey, until next time.
Catch you guys later.